And we are going to start out in a seated position. So you could sit on your feet or you could sit cross-legged. But we're going to reach our right hand between our shoulder blades. And then the left hand grabs the head and gently pulls it in front of the left shoulder. And then we'll switch sides. Left hand reaches between the shoulder blades and the right hand gently grabs the head and pulls it in front of the right shoulder. Then we'll take our right hand and wrap it around our back so that the palm's facing out. Left hand grabs the head and gently pulls the ear straight over to the shoulder. Then we'll switch sides. Left hand wraps around the back. Right hand grabs the head and gently pulls the ear to shoulder. Okay. From there, we're going to come into a quadruped position. We're going to open up through our wrist and forearms. So we're planting the palms of our hands, and we're going to gently rock forward over the hands. Opening up through the wrist and forearm. And we're going to rotate the hands so that the fingertips point in towards your knees. Planting the palms. Maybe that's enough of a stretch. If you want to deepen it, you can gently rock back from it. We're going to shake it out and bring them back forward. And from our quadruped position, we're going to push back, butt to heels into a child's pose, extending the arms, inhaling through the nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, think about letting your chest sink closer to the ground. And we're going to walk our hands over to the right as far as they'll go. Really feeling that open up through your armpit and breathing into it. And then we'll walk the hands over to the left, opening up through your right armpit and breathing into it. We're going to come back up to center in our quadruped position. And we're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach it underneath the left, bringing your shoulder and ear to the ground. Pausing for a breath. And then switching sides. Left hand reaches underneath the right. Coming back up to center, we're going to do some scapular circles. So we're going to pack those shoulders, pushing the shoulder blades down towards the waist, pinching them up together, around to the ears and apart. We'll do 5 circles coming forward, and then 5 going back. Right. Then from a flat back, we're going to step our feet back one at a time into a plank position, watching out for dogs that may be underfoot. We're pausing here for a breath, and then we're putting our weight into our right hand, rotating into your left side for a side plank, pushing the hips forward, head pulls back, and then back to center. And then weight goes into your left hand and onto the dog for a side plank. And then back to center. We're going to take a big breath in through the nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, you're going to lower your chest to the ground, untucking the toes, and extending the arms. We're going to swim our arms around in a big deliberate circle, flipping them palm side up, crossing your left wrist over your right. Inhale into a back extension. Inhale a little bit further. And then release your chest to the ground, releasing your wrists, swimming your arms back around to overhead extension. And then we're going to swim the arms back around to our sides, flipping them palm side up. Right wrist crosses over the left. Inhale into a back extension. Inhale a little bit further. And then releasing your chest to the ground. You're releasing your wrists and swimming the arms around. Then pulling your hands in outside the shoulders. We're going to extend the left arm. Kick your right foot up and over. Back to center and switch sides. Right arm extends as the left foot kicks up and over. And then we're coming back to center. Extending the arms. We're going to do a series of I's, Y's, and T's. So with our arms extended straight up overhead, palms are facing in and thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. We're just going to pop our chest up just a little bit. And moving through our shoulders, we're going to pulse up for 10 I's. Bringing your chest back down to the ground and widening up your arms into a Y position. Palms are still facing in and thumbs are pointing up. Popping your chest up just a little bit and then pulsing up through the shoulders into 10 Ys. Releasing the chest and bringing the arms all the way out to a T. And then picking up the chest just a little bit and pulsing up 10 times here. Right. Nice work. From there, we're going to grab a band. Or if you have a stick will work too. We're going to grab this band wide on either end. Arms are straight and we're touching our hips in the front. We're going to come up and over, touching the hips in the back. We're going to go back and forth 5 times.
Yeah, I should really be doing this every day.
Yeah, right? Oh, that's fine. We're going to do an overhead pull apart. Just 5 again. Hands are wide. We are pulling that band apart without bending the elbows down to the back of the neck and back up. Just 5 times. Right. After 5 overhead pull aparts, we're going to finish up with 5 chest pull aparts. Hands are straight out in front, shoulder height. Pulling that band straight back to your chest, just 5 times. All right, that's feeling good and warm. I'm going to take a sip of water.
Ooh, I'm going to get some of that.
Yeah. Get some of that water. Right, we're getting water in our breaks, and we are setting up for our first straight set. We are going to start out today with a seated dumbbell overhead press. It could be a kettlebell. Heck, if you have a barbell and you're really working on your stability, go ahead and use that. But we're sitting with our legs out in front of us. Back is straight up, starting with our weight at our shoulder. And we're pressing straight up to full extension and all the way back down to the shoulder. You could do this with your hand facing out or facing in. You could even go for a little rotation there. whichever one feels better for you. We are going to warm up with a set of 6 reps on each side, and then we're going to do 5 working sets of 6 to 10 reps. Questions or modifications?
Oh, good.
Go. All right, so we're going to start out with this warm-up set. So from that shoulder, pressing all the way up, inhaling on the way down, exhaling at the top. We're just warming up with 6. Right? That feels all right. We're going to rest there. So with this straight set today, 5 sets of 6 to 10 reps. If you only have light weight and you do 10 reps and you're like, that feels kind of easy, there's a couple of things that we can do to make it feel harder. We can go for a pause at the top. Pause here for a count of 2 to 4. And then back down to the shoulder. We can also really slow it down. We can make it 2 counts up and then 2 counts down or more. Just feel it out. And if you have heavier weights and cannot go up to 10 reps, then just do fewer. We just want to make sure that we're doing the same number of reps on each side. So if you have one arm that is weaker than the other, most of us do, start on that side. And we're going to start our first working set now. Remembering to breathe. Nice work.
Sorry, the pauses are making everything take longer.
Oh, you're pausing at the top? Yeah. Yes. If you're adding a pause to your reps, it is going to make it take longer. This is true.
And I've already lost counts, so I'm almost done, I think.
Another thing you can do is if you have a super band, you can sit on that super band and then put it around the handle of your weight.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely adds your weight. I want to make sure it's too much resistance.
It's not awkward at all.
No, it's not awkward at all. Yeah, don't worry. It's going to be great. There we go. Oh, wow, that makes it so much harder. Whew. Yes, just be prepared. Right. So that was our first round. We are resting and breathing, giving our muscles some time to recover. And if you do have the option to add weight, get up to 10 reps, and then on your next set, add weight. Just funny, because I was about to jump up and wait, but I'm going to wait, because I only did 8 on each side on that last set.
You were going to jump up and what?
In weight. I'm going to wait, though. Yeah, I'm going to...
Oh, I want to jump up and wait.
Yeah. it's not easy. Yeah, I mean, I have the sandbags for some stuff, and that's good for getting a little bit heavier, but it doesn't really work for a seated overhead press.
Yeah, it doesn't really work for like single arm stuff.
No.
But how many of putting out for the outdoor workout? How many sandbags do you think you might have?
I'll have 10.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah. Yes, I will have 10. I'll have 10 50-pound sandbags. Um,
I hope you guys have a storage space.
the sand, well, right, yeah, because I have some sandbags in my apartment right now for myself, but the ones for the classes, they're they're really not that big. I mean, like they fit easily inside a pillowcase. The 50-pound bags of sand, which is actually so like for the classes, it's like the bag of sand goes into a plastic bag, gets tied, and then that goes into a pillowcase to keep them from leaking all over the place, making them comfortable to carry and easy to clean.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yes.
Big cloud sand dust.
Oh, yeah. No, sand dust is not fun while you're working out. All right, we're going to go into our second set. Maybe adding a few more reps. Nice work. Looking good. Working on a good shoulder pump. That was our second set. We have 3 more sets here. Yeah. And then we have what is basically upper body annihilation.
I saw push-up.
Yeah, it's only 5 push-ups though. Only 5.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, who knows? It might end up being 2 push-ups. It's as many good push-ups as you can get in there.
Yeah. I haven't done a whole lot these last few weeks.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's gonna be fine. I do have regrets not buying more cheese bread, though. Hell yeah. I totally had that empanada and cheese bread for dinner. I was like, I'm just eating cheese
so
today.
What was that?
Said, I just ate cheese yesterday. That's all. Like all day.
Corn. Cheese and corn, 2 very important foods.
Totally.
Oh my god. But I do feel like I have to eat something different today.
I'm normally a real creature of habit with my food, and like I'll just eat the same things. But like today I had a smoothie. Well, I guess this is kind of my creature of habit stuff. Something I've been eating a lot of lately is refried beans with cheese and salsa, and then I use bell pepper as the vehicle. So I'll just like rough chop a bell pepper and use that to scoop it up.
Like nachos.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like this like deconstructed nacho without chips. Yeah, and then I had a rice bowl.
That sounds good.
It was real good. I've been really enjoying tofu lately. Like I used to have to really force myself to eat tofu, but like I'm really liking it right now. Just gonna go with it.
Yeah. It's a good make it, right? In terms of like what you flavor it with.
I just pan fried it with some herbs. Perfect. All right. We're going into our third set now. There you go. Nice work.
Oh, that band.
Yeah, that band is so hard. It's funny because like doing banded stuff where you get to use your legs too, it's like it's hard as well, but I mean you get to use your glutes and that helps a whole lot. But banded things that are solely upper body are shockingly difficult.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the additional stability that's necessary to control things, but it's definitely
Yeah, it's a whole lot of gravity is what it is. Yeah. The band is like just trying to keep you pinned to the ground. My favorite is banded push-ups. If you put the band around your back. So it is literally trying to keep you on the ground. It's hard.
Yeah, I have a hard enough time with regular push-ups, so I don't want to do that.
Right? It's a good old, I have enough problems.
Classic.
Oh, man.
Do we have one more set of these?
We have 2 more sets of these.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. That's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're just going to rest a little bit. We're going to come back stronger. It's good. It's funny, on days like this where I do more than one class a day, I'll often tell myself in the earlier class, I'm like, oh, maybe later on, like I'll feel like totally warmed up and like stronger and do more weight in it. I don't think so. That's not going to happen today. Not today, anyway.
Not today, but maybe another day.
Maybe. Oh.
I'm usually way more tired when I have a second workout, and the fact that you do it. Well, you were doing it 3 times a day, which is like, that's gross.
I was doing 3. Yeah. That was not sustainable. That's what that was. That was not sustainable.
You would have the load in order to do that.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah, it was. I was using very lightweight. Yeah.
That's the thing. If it were in person, you could be like, have someone else show it. You do
it. Yeah. Well, it's funny because in person training, it like when I demonstrate something, then people seem to get it more. There's a level of disconnect with the video stuff.
Oh.
So it's like if I'm not doing it at the same time, like often people like just like space out, forget what they're doing. You know?
Yeah. You don't get the detail, even like just being in this one weird two-dimensional angle can be.
Right. Oh, here, wait. I'll turn to the side so you have another angle. Here you go. All right. We're going to do our fourth set now. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like my back is also just like reaching for it.
Yeah. It does. Like this brings your back doing it seated without getting to use your legs at all. Because if you do it seated on a bench or a chair, at least I find myself like my feet and legs will like grip in, but they
Yeah.
can't now. So it does it just recruits in a different way. It's good.
Yeah, I dig it.
All right. So we're resting, and then we have one more set here of this overhead press.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I need
no.
a nap.
I actually took a nap today.
Maria looks like she's almost there.
She's basically there, yeah.
Start conserving the energy for the next set of birds.
Yeah. Yeah, we go for a long walk after this class. So she's like ready for it. We're resting just a little bit longer, and then we're going to do this last one. Okay. You're like, now I'm going to do it from this angle. We'll get all the angles. I don't think that's helpful. Okay. All right, so when you're ready, going into the last set. Remembering to finish strong, only good reps. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So we are done with our overhead press. We are now on to our ascending to descending pyramid. So this means the reps will go up and then come back down. We are going to be doing 5 push-ups. Push-ups from the ground. Your hands are outside of the shoulders, feet are together, glutes are on. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up, like you're blowing the ground away from you. If you want some assistance, take a band and loop it around itself. Bring it right above the elbows. It'll catch your chest on the way down and help pop you back up. After 5 push-ups, you have 10 Zotman curls. Yeah. From full extension, you're curling your arms all the way, or your hands up to your shoulders. You're then rotating your weights out and coming slow motion on the way down for a count of 4. All the way up. Rotating slow on the way down for 10 reps. 15 is skull crushers. So if you have one heavier weight, we'll use one. If you have 2 lighter weights, we'll use that. But so we're lying on our back. Knees are bent. And your arms are in full extension, keeping your elbows in the same spot. You're going to bend your elbows, bringing your hands to the outside of your ears, and then back up. If you have a single weight, you're coming down like you're combing your hair, and then back up. We're not actually crushing any skulls. We are just grazing our heads with the weights. That is 15 reps. 10 on the way back down is bent over rows. You're in a hinge position with the weight in your toes, soft knees, pulling it in towards your hips like you're pulling on heavy pants for 10. And then our final 5 is a plank shoulder tap. We're in an extended plank with the shoulders over the hands, a little bit of space between the feet and squeezing the glutes, touching one opposite hand to shoulder, 5 on each side. Upper body annihilation. You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna forget some of that, but it's cool.
Yes, we're gonna go through it together, and I will remind you of everything as we come to it. All right, remember, we're only doing good reps. So our push-ups are not gonna look like the worm. If you need to, grab that band. I'm gonna use this band because it's my second time through. All right. So starting with that 5. All right, and then 10 Zotman curls. Sometimes sound effects helps to keep you going slow on the way down.
I'm totally doing it.
I like the bionic woman. Oh no, now I have no idea what rep I'm on.
You might have 5.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe.
I think that was 7. Whew. God, these are hard. Here's 9.
I haven't done these in so long. Forget about them.
Wow. All right.
How many sets are we doing?
3.
Okay, that's 3 is better than 4.
Yeah. I think it's going to be 3. It might be. Nah. If anything, if we have a couple extra minutes, we'll do a couple other things. All right. Skull crushers. We have 15 reps here.
Ooh, can't do 30 pounds.
funny with skull crushers. It's like a very real thing that like I could do one 30-pound dumbbell for 15 reps, but two 15-pound dumbbells is very different.
Yep. I can't really keep going after a 5.
Yeah. Right, after those triceps, we have our bent over row.
10.
10. Right, bent over row and then plank shoulder taps. 5 on each side there. Nice work. There you go. Ta-da! You're resting and breathing, and then we're going to do it again and again.
Yay! Oh, my arms are tired.
Yeah.
I'm good tired, though.
All right. Yeah.
I tried going skating Saturday night, like downtown, and that was really funny. Gotta say.
Oh. You mean
Turns
it's
out you probably don't skate when it's dark out.
Was it part of the naked bike ride or part of the protests? Or just to skate?
No, I was just skating downtown to get to the protest at the Justice Center.
Got it.
But I had gone skating earlier that day and was like all cocky and stuff because I was like, oh yeah, I can totally do that. And then I was like, no. So,
it's like famous last words whenever I'm like, no problem, or like, is that all? Yep, just eat my words.
I'm happy to be on solid ground doing a thing. There's just a lot of shit you can't see on the street in the dark.
Oh my god, I'm sure. You should like put like little lights on the front of your skates.
I used a headlamp. I was using a headlamp to look, and it still was like not bright enough.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like little lights, like kind of like how the vacuum cleaner has a light on the front, like that, but on your roller skates.
Ah, I bet someone's got that. I've seen the disco lights. I don't think the disco lights are as good though.
No, probably not. I mean, they're probably very cool, but not good for lighting your way. We're gonna go again. 5 more push-ups. Feet together, glutes on, inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. All right. 10 curls. Zotman curls, slow on the way down. Another good sound effect is wah, 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 wah.
That's like the King Worm from Adventure Time.
Yeah. Almost there. Oh, 10. Yeah. All right. And triceps. 10 bent rows. Whew. Then our shoulder taps.
I think I did too many.
I think you did too many as well. That's all right. You know, there's no traffic on the extra mile.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Everything feels like the extra mile for me right now.
Yeah. Ugh. It's funny, as I go to scratch my back, I'm like, oh, already getting a good pump.
Yeah.
What? Should probably take a gun show pic at the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My sad, my very, very sad guns. As long as I use my right one, it'll be more like, feel more tough than my left one.
Well, I don't know if one is more defined than the other.
No, you don't have a stronger arm? A stronger bicep?
My left arm's a little bit stronger, but I don't know if there's like a visible difference.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, we're going to rest just a little bit longer. And then we're going to go through one more time.
Go.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Good one. All right. All right. Finishing up with our last 5 push-ups here. Then we have our Zotman curls. Almost there. I have 2 more. I can do it.
Woo-woo! Shoulders.
Yeah.
Hi. My trap keep trying to do a ton of stuff.
Yeah, keep those traps out of it.
They just want everywhere.
Whew. All right. Then we have our triceps. goodness. All right, 10 bent over rows. All right, and then we're just going to finish up with 5 plank shoulder taps on each side. You can go for extra credit if you want, but no pressure. Nice work.
That's fine.
All right. Is that more than enough? We're going to finish up with, we're just going to do a couple of mobility things here. Make sure that we're not taking this away with us in our necks and our chops. So seated, we're going to do some shoulder circles. Just moving backwards, bringing those shoulders up to the ears, back and around. And then we'll reverse it. Whew. We'll do that levator scap stretch again, reaching our right arm overhead. Reach between the shoulder blades. Left hand grabs the head and gently pulls it in front of the left shoulder. Then we'll switch sides. Left hand reaches between the shoulder blades. Right hand pulls the head in front of the shoulder. Right. We'll then come down onto our backs, their knees bent and feet planted. We're going to have our arms out to the side like a W. Keeping the back of your hands and your elbows pressed into the ground, you're going to move through your shoulder blades, bringing your hands as close together overhead as you can, and then bringing it back down, bringing those elbows as close to your side as you can, keeping the hands and elbows on the ground. Do one more here, coming back up over. All right, and our feet are planted, and we're gonna pop our hips up into a bridge. So push those hips all the way up and bring your shoulder blades in underneath you. Your right hand is gonna reach for your right ankle. Left arm reaches overhead and across the body. And then switch sides. Left hand reaches for the ankle. Right arm reaches overhead and across the body. You're going to do 2 more on each side, keeping those hips up. And then that's it.